Dun, dun, dun. Welcome to Epic Quest Random Adventures. I'll be your quest guide today. I am Twilight Lord, Mutant 13. What's up, everybody? Let's see here. Let's get all the fanciness out of the thing so you know what's going on. Boom! Epic Quest Random Adventures. Bam! Right here on Twitch. And I guess I gotta tell you who I am. Bam! Right there I am. Mutant 13. So, welcome. This is my Twitch channel. And we talk about things and stuff, mostly the game Morton's List, because that's my passion in life. I love it. I love it. I love it. So thank you very much for joining me here today. We got some people in here. Oh, Junkhead's in the house. Look, Bandit's in the house. What's up? So we'll give a few more minutes. Let some people come in. I am recording, by the way. I am recording this. We'll put this live over on YouTube in a little bit, or later this afternoon, because that shit always takes forever to upload. So it's always a fight. So alright, let's take down all the stuff. So you know what the channel is, you know the logo. Nope, logo's over there. And then you know who I am. So take all the crap down. Boom, boom, boom. Now let's throw this up. We're gonna leave this up for the most of the show today. This little box right here. Nope. Right here. Wait. Nope. Golly. There we are. It's so hard. Right there. Right there. That little box. That's a link. So you can go over to Coffee and like my homie Jerry Terrifine, who I got to see. He drove like 2 hours to see me for about a total of, I don't know, 90 seconds. No, 2 minutes or so. He even brought me a little, I asked him for a little special pickup. He hooked a brother up, so greatly appreciate that. And he has been a supporter for months. He makes a small donation every month to Epic Quest, I appreciate it so much. You don't understand. Just a little bit helps kind of grow the channel, and helps me afford all the nice stuff around. And maybe I'll get newer nice stuff if you're tired of seeing this crap hanging behind me. Maybe I'll get new stuff one day. If I have money to afford it. So, just kidding. But if you feel like you would like to, then hit the link, drop me a couple dollars. I would greatly appreciate it. Or be a monthly supporter. I have a Discord, but man, sorry, I just don't use it. It's just me and Jerry, and there ain't much to really talk about. We'll start out the show today talking about what has Epic Quest Random Adventures been up to. You haven't heard from me in months. I've been in seclusion. I've really just been living life, man, having fun, going to shows, seeing lots of bands, hanging out with friends, probably doing stuff I shouldn't be doing, but I did anyway, and, whatever. But, and spend a lot of time with my wife and cats, which I love them, so. And since spring, I've been mowing the yard a lot because, damn. And the last, 5 weeks now, I've had some intense back pain going on, so I've been kind of a little wimpy, not doing as much because I've got the sciatica. It's what happens when you get old. I even went to the doctor, which hardly ever do, and, doc did an x-ray of my back and was like, yeah, you got some degenerative discs, in your L4, L5 area, yeah, so being old sucks. So you got to get out, live life, experience it to the most. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Living life, having fun, playing the game Morton's List. So, and with Epic Quest, now that the new game is so close to coming out, and you'll be able to get your hands on your copy soon, we will talk more about that here in a little bit. And I'll start making some new videos. We'll make new videos about playing the game. I think I'm going to bring back one thing I'd like to ask you all today: how you felt about the podcast. Was that interesting? The one I did with Summoner Circle. Would you like to see more things like that? Because that's where I would like to go with the channel. I'd like to make that type of content, like get new people. For me to be behind the camera instead of in front of the camera. I want to be behind the camera filming, being a little bit artistic with my shots, and showing the world of Morton's List through the eyes of new players or possibly experienced players or just random people. I'll try to make the guests interesting. Mostly it's going to be bands because that's kind of people I like. And usually people in bands like to, they're extroverts because they like to get out in front of crowds and do stuff. And some of them are hilarious. So we'll talk more about that if you want to see more of the podcast aspects of it. I want to make some videos about the new version too. Probably wait till everybody has book in hand so they can flip through their book and watch the video at the same time in case maybe they're not. The new version's simplified and it's streamlined and so much fun. So, all right, so that's what I got. That's what I got for Epic Quest. So the real reason, listen, am I recording? Yes, I am recording. So just to let you know, this will be up on YouTube later, so you can be able to check it out there. I'll even go in because I'm sure my mouth is not syncing with my audio because that always happens. Because I always got to fix that in post production. That is a pain in the ass, but I'm going to do it. I'm not going to add any fancy crap. It's just going to be, all that. So. All right. How many people we got in here? We got 11, man. Let's get 2 more. Go tell 2 friends. Everybody, go grab us 2 more viewers, man. Let's get to 13 viewers. I'd like to have 13 people, and then I'll start flipping this book. So just tell 2 more people to pop on. I'll wait. I'll sit here and wait. I'll make you wait. I'm just teasing. I won't make you wait too long. I'll make you wait maybe 30 seconds, long enough for me to go have a drink. Delicious. I don't even know what this is. It's delicious. All right. So, got everything all done. Yeah, a quick shout outs to Dak, Amy, and Josh. They were up at Origins with Jess, Nate, and myself. We were hanging out, playing some Morton's List. We went to a fancy ass dinner, had a whole symposium. There's a whole lot of us for that. A lot of old school friends of Nathan and Jess's were there, discussing Morton's List, and we're eating, steaks that cost like $100 or more and being all fancy. It was amazing. So, man, the best Brussels sprouts I ever had in my damn life. That's all I got to say about the dinner. All right. So, we gave it a few minutes. Don't have any new people yet. So, all right. I'm going to take this down. All right. One more time. If you would like to, I would greatly appreciate a little bit of the donation over to the coffee. Right here's a link. Dak put a link up in the chat. Go ahead and, if you feel like making one, that's cool. If you don't, hey, it's all good too. Another shout out to my homie Jerry Terrifying. He's been a supporter of coffee. He makes a monthly donation to me, helps me out a bunch. And I hooked him when I met him in Origins. He drove up with the family. I got to say hi to him, and I gave him some freshness. I gave him some stuff that we had from the Challenge of Chaos, and I gave him my jersey from Challenge of Chaos for all of his support over the months, and greatly appreciate him. So hope you're enjoying that jersey, Jerry. Man, I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right, now to what you're here to talk about. Let's take this link down. Boop. All right, we'll bring it back in a little bit. But what you're really here to see, let's go to camera 2. Bah, bah, bah. There it is. There is my pre-production copy, spiral bound, probably printed over at the Kinko's or whatever, of Morton's List. So yours will look way nicer than this. It will be hardcover with these little symbols, all like a gold inlay and all fancified and all that stuff. But yeah, here we go. We'll start right here. So all right, we'll just open it up. Oh, I did get mine personalized too. So see that. Of course, you got to have the read carefully section. We're not going to read every word in the book. We're just going to do a quick flip through. Sorry about this giant glare on this page, but Here's the next page. This is just the credits, key players, blah, 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 stuff and things. Notice to the user. Again, just doing a little flip through, no zooming in, not going to give you time to screenshot and stuff like that. Here is, this is for the Baller Nacho Symposium attendees, the Baller Steakhouse Symposium tier, the Custom Jersey and Cameo tier, and Special Personalized Edition tier. So these are your credits right here. And then you got the Welcome to Morton's List page. Tells you a little bit about that. Dun, dun, dun. Bum, bum, bum. And here we are. We're back to the opening. You see the wheel? These are all the new tables. And you can see the cover, the Limitless Inspiration for Exploration. So, bum, bum, bum. All right. Let's keep seeing Pogs, Dak. All right. Now, here's a little explanation I'll give on this. Here's a little how to play. It's kind of a breakdown. You get your group together. We don't call them table master anymore. That's one of the first changes that you'll notice. When you get your group together, everybody, of course, still takes the oath for 1 hour. You'll give honest effort into completing whatever task is set before you. So, and then it's on to find the new person, which is called the quest guide. So a little more than the table master. So a little less dominating there. So now the quest guide is more of, it makes the suggestions and stuff. So you have a new roll off. The way the roll offs are done now is just everybody straight up grabs 2d6. Everybody rolls at the same time. The 2 or 3 highest are the ones that are selected to be. Then they do a roll off. So instead of doing the where we eliminate one person at a time, and it could take a very long time, especially with larger inner circles, then now we are simplifying that step, making it more efficient, a little quicker to the chase. So, all right. So we got a quest guide. There we are. Then we roll the quest, and of course they still want the karma. Charging the boulder. You see the hands around the boulder. Still charge that boulder up for your quest guide, and then we start. Getting that, and you're charging a D6 because now the very first roll is not just a D30 roll. But there is also a D6 roll. So you'll see that once we get around to page 12 and 13. And we'll talk a little bit about that once we get there. Because you're going to go ahead and there's a brand new very first table that goes with it with the D6. And then the D30 still you're rolling on the Morton's list. So and after you get your quest and your D6 roll, you're going to, start flipping over, reading the quest, doing that. Bum, bum, bum. All right, of course, you got the Winds of Change. That's where everybody discusses the quest. And, you start going there. Then, I guess, step 6, of course, go do the quest. Pretty explanatory. Boom, boom, boom. Then, step 7, we're going to conclude the quest. And step 8, you're going to record your quest, if you want. Some do, some don't. But, right out the gate, they tell you how to start getting degrees. That's step 9, degrees and powers. So, really not a lot right there, right out the gate. Besides the starting to record, the quest and start gaining your degrees. You're asking if your old powers are lost. That I don't know, man. Because this is the new version, the new supplement with all the new powers are not out yet. I would recommend just playing the new. If you're playing the new version of Morton's List, don't use your your old powers and such. Wait till the new ones come out. Uh, still flip your coins, I guess, if you got them. I don't know what to say on that yet. I can't make you know, a full confirmation, on that. So, and I'm not going to sit here and speculate on it too much because I just want to flip through the book, show you what's in this book, kind of give you the sneak peek, and then go from there. So yeah, that'll be something once after they get the new game out and going, the new supplement with the rest of the powers for degrees and titles and stuff. I don't know if they're renaming those. I have no idea yet. So, it's something we really didn't discuss. It's one step at a time, children. One step at a time. Let's get the main game going because they've put so much work in this version. They haven't really had a lot of time to work on the next step, but they are including it to go ahead and get you to start recording, those degrees and your experiences. Go ahead and start recording that and doing that now. All right. We got this sweet quest flowchart. So that way you can kind of see what's up there. And if you look at the special results table, there's a new thing called Golden Toad. What? Golden Toad. That's a new thing. If you're always 17, they've now incorporated the number 17 as a powerful thing into Morton's List. So, of course, because it stems from the roots where Morton's List comes from. So, but yeah, right there it is. 13, of course, is still Fly the Crow. Pretty much still rolling a 13 is going to be like, hey, Morton's List not for you today. Then Golden Toad. This result bestows benefit and unleashes a full power of the mutagen die, superseding that roll entirely, combining a mutation, a mutagen with the 2 quests rolled, and starting on Morton's List. There we are. All right, let's get into this mutagen roll. Let's get here. It's page 12 and 13. This is all right. So when you're initially rolling your quest, you're going to start with a D30 and a D6. You're going to roll them at the same time. On a 1 and 2, on the D6, you're going to get a fusion. And that's kind of, if you played during COVID times, where we were combining a lot of quests together, always rolling 2 quests and kind of, so it's giving you more options. Really changes the game a lot. Combining 2 quests is super, super powerful, and it really adds some exciting times to your questing. So 3 or 4, you're just going to get a baseline quest. That's just going to be your basic Morton's List quest. And then if you got a 5 or 6, you got the mutation. So there's a new table for mutations that it's going to make it easier to get those mutations, right out the gate. Because if you played the old Morton's List, you actually had to roll that mutation deviation table to kind of get to get that result. And I played a lot of Morton's List, and man, it just didn't pop up a lot. Even when you were playing the 360 degrees of the inner circle, when you're adding in the mutation mate and deviation dose tables, it still didn't hit that often. It was still kind of a rare occurrence. So there we are. So that's going to throw a lot of chaos right into the list right out the gate. And if you look at page 13, we're looking at the brand new Morton's List. Going through all the rolls, you got Primal Deeds, if you roll a 1 through 3. 4 to 6 is Cosmic Order. 7 through 9 is Peak Prowess. 10 and 12 is Mindscape. 13, Fly the Crow. 14 through 16, Neutralitude. 17, that's the Golden Toad. That's where you're kind of combining it. It's almost like, if you remember the Pandora's box. It's kind of what Golden Toad is. You get all the flavor right there. Bam. Um, 18 to 20 is fellow humans. Then 21 to 23 is visions unseen. 24 to 26 chaos. 27 through 29 is your technosphere. And then 30 is the trifecta list. So that's going to bump you over to the very next list. Bam. So if you hit that 30, bam, you're going to hit the trifecta list. Then on page 15, you got the highest list. So we'll go through the trifecta list first. You got 1 through 9 at Scorpion. Then 10 through 12, you've got Rainbow Dragon. Then 14 through 16, 13, you got the Crow Suck, which is going to like bump you back, stuff like that. Then you got 14 through 16 is Rainbow Dragon. 17, a Golden Toad. 18 through 20, Rainbow Dragon. And then 21 through 29, Yanguin. So it's kind of all over there a little bit. So you kind of broke up Rainbow Dragon, threw the Crow Suck right in there. And then 30 will automatically get you over to the highest list. So in the highest list, you're going to go, you got Morton's list. Then it breaks down, going down through your non-prime. Of course, till you get 13, which is Crowpocalypse, still in there. You can still have a Crowpocalypse, unfortunately, which is not a good time. So then you keep going through the non-prime till you get down to 22 to 23, which is the trifecta list. Then 24 to 25, Scorpion. 26, 27, Rainbow List. 28, 29, Yanguin. And then a 30 gets you right on to table 13. So boom, boom, boom. Right out the gate. 3 30s. And you're on the, what used to be the Twilight Scroll, which is now called table 13. So, bam. Let's see here. I'm just going to do a real quick flip and see how long it used to take to do that in the old book. I was thinking it used to be like 4. You had to hit 34 times. So 30. Let's see here. That's 255. Sorry, just flipping through my old Morton's list real quick. So that's 2. 1, 2. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was only 3 last time. Nope. Then you had to hit another 30. So the third 30 got you to the cryptic list. And let's see here. That was page 327. Dun, dun, dun. And then it took another 30 just to get you to Twilight Scroll. So it used to be 4 30s. Now it's down to 3. Bam. So a little simplification of things to get you going, So I guess they realized it was, it was really hard for people. And I played a bunch and never officially rolled one of those quests. So, oh, sorry about that. Take another drink. Let's see. Let me flip over here so I can read some stuff. I've been looking over towards the book over here. And my computer's on the other side of the book, like over this way. So, let's see here. What now? Yeah, again, on Are the Powers Lost? That's still something I don't know. I haven't really sat through and read every word of this book yet. Been a little short on time this week and kind of busy. But I'm going to assume with the new version, the new powers and such will be coming later. So to just enjoy the game. Don't worry about the powers till the new supplement comes out. Take a little break from all that. You had 22 years to use all them powers and do all that fun stuff. Let's take a break from that. Maybe a year or so, or however long it takes till the new supplement comes out. Take a little break, enjoy the new game, and start all over again, have some fun. I'm not saying start all over again with degrees and such. Just keep adding to your quest logs. If you already have quest logs, keep adding to it with the new roles. So there you go. Yeah, let's see. Dax saying, may your golden toad contain chocolate center. There you go. Alrighty. So, alright, let's keep going. Oh, man, we're up to 17 viewers now, man. We're on it. Alright. So, here's the first official table that you'll see. This is your mutations. So if you hit that on the D6 roll, this is the table for the mutations. And first look at that. So, lots of fun stuff on there. The very second one I see is called Power Blocker. So they're already, I guess, got that incorporated to start blocking powers that you're, stuff going on. So, but, I mean, there's a lot of fun stuff. I like the number 27 just because I'm kind of wild like that. Drink in hand, because that's how I was rolling at Origins Saturday, all day Saturday. If you saw me there, I was lit up. I was enjoying the small little. It was like a convenience store in the hotel. They were selling the tall boys for about $4.99, and I was double fisting like all day. So yes, I was the beer master, wild with it. So, all right. So I love the symbol too. I mean, these new icons are friggin' dope. Can't wait to start seeing some cool tattoos coming out with all these new. I mean, and they're so much more detailed than the older ones. It's we're kind of going into this, slicker, newer. It's really evolved. So, but still as iconic, I think. So, all right. Now let's get to the first table, which is Primal Deeds. So this is pretty much your all stuff you can do under the sun, the moon, kind of without technology and stuff like that. So they've kind of combined the Solarize and Nightscape into one, and it's all, all that fun stuff. And this will be a good time to point out some of the new of crows. When we start running those, like this is Techno Crow. This is one thing I want to flip to real quick and kind of discuss real quick what these new crows do, which is really exciting. Because remember old crows, it just kind of like bump you back one. It was kind of, oh, we're not meant to be on this table. And then you had to go all the way back, and then you had to re-roll, and then if you came from Morton's list, you had, if you rolled 13 again, oh no, fly the crow, stuff like that. But instead, let's see here. Let's go to page 63. All right. All right. So the Techno Crow, the sun sets, LEDs twirl and entice, get electrified, and step into the simulation. Roll a quest on the Technosphere. So automatically it takes you to almost the opposite table of what Primal Deeds is the Technosphere. So bam, you flip to another table, then you roll another quest. But be warned, another 13, you will not return here, but it destroys the quest entirely as a Fly the Crow does. So just pretty much instead of going all the way back, you just go to the opposite table. So which is fresh, which is pretty cool. So it says, should this happen when rolling for the second part of a fused quest, the Technosphere option is lost. So leaving only your first quest. So if you have the fusion of two quests being combined, then you just kind of loses the fusion aspect of it. So, all right. Let's go back. All right, here we are. All right. So we're just going to flip through all these tables, show you these big pictures, beautiful pictures. This is Cosmic Order. Of course, you're going to recognize this icon for this table because it reminds you of Cosmic Law a lot. So, and this is pretty much all your stuff with rules. Cosmic Order, of course. Oh, shit. One thing I forgot to notice, too. If you'll notice, the 30s. A 30 on Primal Deed is automatically going to get you to Yanguin. So, bam, automatically. And it honestly, it does that for every 30. So, Cosmic Order, you're going to have Yanguin. Bam, right out the gate. So instead of, if you remember in old Morton's list, only Cosmic Law, there were only 3 tables that could get you to the triumvirate tables. But this one is going to get you to those so much quicker. So they've kind of simplified and bam, kind of rolled on with that. So, all right. Again, I'm not going to go through and read every. I want to leave some to. If you want to pause this when it's on YouTube, feel free, and you can read every one of these yourself if you like. All right, the next table, Peak Prowess. So again, bam, if you look at 30, there's Yanguin again. So bam, 3 tables automatically going to get you to that table. So and now this, of course, Peak Prowess. This is all your very physical stuff. I mean, if you look at it's mountain pretty much. It's pretty much mountain. So, with some stuff added in, redone, from there. So, then you got Mindscape. So, and of course, this is all your thinky stuff using the powers of the mind, stuff like that. You'll notice some quest names that are the same. A lot have been renamed, but kind of do some of the same stuff. So, Probeefian. Okay. Yeah, the Mindscape table. In a way, just the way the eyes are and stuff, it reminds me of that Tim Burton movie, The Mars Attacks. The Martians. Even though their brains were a lot bigger and taller, this is kind of what this reminds me of. I don't know why. It's just, I don't know. It's in my head like that. Yeah, ack. So, all right. And I really love how the new tables, all the full color, with the gradients. It's not just blue. No, there's the darker blues with the gradients going to the lighter blues and stuff like that. So, it really gives it more depth to each table. So, all right, here's a neutral tude. Of course, this is reminiscent of the I'm neutral table. So, and a lot of the things that used to be on I'm neutral are here. Other stuff has been shifted around to other tables. But these are, I guess, all the things that really didn't fit into, the other places. So, yeah, it does look like a ninja star, kind of. It does. Little ends and stuff. It's pretty dope. I like it. Here you are. Fellow humans. This is all your interactions, kind of like Mortal Ties, but instead of having the scary skull icon with the Grim Reaper, kind of down in between the 2 lovers holding hands or whatever, this is just your fellow humans grasping hands, the big heart, how, fellow humans should get along and have a good time together, so that's what it's about. It's about getting out there and, your just interactions with other people who are not really playing the game. It's a great way to tell people that you're playing the game. The old days of Morton's List being a big secret and you're not supposed to be, revealing that you're playing the game. That's out, man. This is all about inclusion, not exclusion. So we're including everyone around us, trying to talk them into playing, joining the game. Makes it so much fresher the more people you have. But yeah, Lucky Bandit's like, you really like that one. I do too. And this was actually when we were at Origins. This is the first table that we rolled. So this table is the very first table rolled officially while playing the new Morton's List, because that was the first time it was officially played, in the public with public. So the very first quest was live concert, which is one of my favorite things in life, is going to shows. If you know me, that's if I'm not, I probably go to more shows than play Morton's List, especially in the recent decades, but it's one of my first true loves is music and watching live bands and supporting local music and stuff like that. So I was really putting in. I think that boulder really attached to my karma and my soul. And it really spat out that role, and it was powerful for me. I don't know for the other people, but for me, it was very powerful to have have that as a first quest. All right. Flipping on through now, we're going to get to Visions Unseen. It's just kind of like Vision Quest. Here you go. And again, like this icon, they had this icon on a T-shirt of last year at the gathering for sale and stuff, and a bunch of people picked those up, and I like it. I think it's cool shit. It's dope. It's the old Vision Quest symbol with the hands around the eye, but this time you got some pyramid. If you see the pyramid, that almost reminiscent of the Challenge of Chaos pyramid, and then you got the little spaceships, which is cool. I like it. Very fresh. Bam. Here we go. Here's a table that has not changed in name. A little bit in the icon, but not in name. Just chaos. Chaos will forever be. Always will. Yes, these icons. And one thing I like about the chaos, if you see the Epic Quest, the new version of the logo that Jess did for me, he actually you got to see a sneak peek of the chaos. He incorporated the compass kind of into that design of my tattoo. So let's see here. I'll show you a sneak peek. We'll go back to me for 2 seconds. So let me get over here so you can kind of see. But yeah, try to pull it down a little bit. You see the spike right there on my neck and on the little right there. Yeah, but that's kind of in my tattoo-ish. So very cool to have those aspects there. But again, chaos, pure chaos. And again, those 30 rolls, man, they're going to get you right into. I didn't mention on the last 3, but they were getting you into Rainbow Dragon. Now you're getting the Scorpion. So then you got Technosphere. This is all your stuff that you're going to have to use technology and all of our new things to go and do. So, but yeah, a lot of stuff's been shifted around there, like arcade games and just modern technologies, stuff like that. Even stuff like busting caps, which used to be, I think, a chaos, is now moved over, and now it's like past the ammo. So because of course, modern weapons and stuff like that would be definitely in the techno sphere, and it's kind of cool, matrixy kind of feel to. I don't know. It's kind of. I like it. It's definitely kind of. It looks like a little microchip or something, and stuff like that. So awesome. All right. Now this is probably my favorite, just with the color combination and the design. Just because I used to be when I first picked a table to specialize in, it was Yin of Earth. So the Scorpion, man, I don't know why I love it. I mean, actually, I do know why. It gives me like those 80s vibes of the Cobra Kai, kind of the red and yellow. The original Morton's List, they used a lot of red and yellow. And man, this is just. One day, even though somehow this will be end up tattooed on me like big someplace. I don't know where yet, but damn, I love Scorpion. I just think it looks so friggin' dope. The red, the yellow, and the black. The little bit of goodness and the evil right there in the eye. So, and again, if you notice, now we're on the higher tier, kind of from the trifecta table. You've kind of, if you roll 30s here, bam, you're automatically going to get to the highest list, which is going to give you that real quick, one more 30 could get you right in. So now it may take 4 rolls, but you have more options to kind of get to that table 13. So Man. And the Rainbow Dragon, which is now in full color, which is beautiful. I really, really like this. This is another one I'd really like to get tattooed on me in full color just because it's freaking gorgeous. I love it. Really, really love this symbol or icon for this table. So, I like number 29 on this table, Ark of the Crovenant. So, which could or could not get solved very quickly. It becomes your job to retrieve the Ark of the Crovenant, which, I can tell you more about if you roll it. We'll get there. That's one that may take more than an hour, though, just depending on how far you live away from its location. All right. Then we got Yangwin. So Yang of the Sky has now become Yangwin, and the little flying fish is now like a penguin. So cute. It's changed animal format, I guess, and now you got this, which is this is all your good goody two shoes stuff, goody good people out doing good things. It's still very pretty, and again, this one too gives me the vibes of the 80s and like Karate Kid, because it kind of reminds the color combination. I don't know, reminds me of the Miyagi gym, Miyagi Dojo or whatever they used to call it in from Karate Kid. So, all right, here we are. Instead of the Twilight Scroll, now we just simply call it Table 13. Table 13, the 13th table in Morton's list. And this is all your stuff. You're going to have to put in a little more work, at least 1 full month. And when I say 1 full month, me personally, I would say 30 24-hour days. That's the way, if I did it, you can put in just 8-hour days for 30 days if that's what you want to do. But, for me personally, I would do 24 hours. I would do it times 30. I'd put in 720 hours of honest work into this instead of just one. But that's me. Your mileage may vary, depending on if you're running on 87 octane, if you're running on the race car fuel. I think I run on race car fuel. So, bam. So, and a lot of things have been removed, like the if you notice the crystal skull stuff. There's nothing about crystal skulls on there because they finally realized that has been debunked, and crystal skulls are kind of those things were not ancient technology made. They were they were faked. So there you go. Oh, that coming up with them numbers, 720. Is half a 360. Yeah. So that's 2 full revelations. There we go. So, but yeah, there we go. That is your 13 tables. Now we're just going to start flipping through and looking at pictures and stuff that's in here. So, and the very first thing that pops up is the mutations. So we're just going to flip through these kind of quick just so you can see the pictures. You got a little crystal ball down here. Sorry, I don't have the best setup. I've got lighting on. I got a little bit up here of a, where it's kind of blowing it out too much light, but down here it's kind of dark. So sorry about that. Let's kind of flip through. If I don't have a picture, I'll probably flip through pretty quick. So, hey, I wonder if some of y'all recognize this little fella. That little Dr. Wiggle Farmer. That was a little prop that some friends had. Made it in here. I think he's been missing for a while now. So if you have anything, then you need to contact Mike on that. They got some random pictures. If I know the people, I'll shout out and say who it is, but honestly, I don't know who that is. Bam, there you are. Here we are, drink in hand, and that looks like Ouija Mac there. So, and I don't know who the guy is so hammered his eyes are closed for the photograph is, but it's kind of funny seeing Ouija Mac appear in the pages of Morton's list. But there he is, snuck in there. All right. Here's a picture that Adam will recognize from down in Florida. This is when we did like a cookbook and made this. If you go to mortonslist.com, you can go there in the download section and you can check out the Morton's List cookbook that was made that has all these different recipes submitted, and you can download that and try to cook it. But this was his Hungarian coffee cake and his photograph that he did of it. So, Adam, see, I love now that the inner circles pictures start making it into Morton's List. So, very cool, very cool. Flipping through. Now we're in Primal Deeds. So, oh, sorry, yeah, this quest is to end hunger. This was a Primal Deeds right there. So that was page 1 of that. There's not a lot of division between, like, when you go to new tables now. So, I mean, you really got to look over here on the side and you'll see the icons highlighted. So that way you can kind of know where you're at when you're flipping through the book and stuff real quick and kind of just look over at the icon. There you go. There's a Morton's List made out of, looks like French fries and ketchup. From a quest you'll recognize, Gourmet A New Way. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, and the crows, it's the artwork for those, they're very, very new looking to me, and it looks like I don't know, AI pictures, I guess, which, it's all the crows are, because on the old Morton's List, I started getting some of the crows tattooed on me. I was like, one day I want to get them all, but I never did. I think I only got like 2 or 3 tattooed on me, but these are in such detail that I probably won't get any of these just because there's way too much detail. So they'd have to be really big to really capture all that. But we got a ninja hitting the beach out there. So I don't know who that is. Don't know if you recognize them, but that could be you. For all I know, it could be you. Here's some. This is definitely that looks like Dan Morris from Alaska. And this looks like a picture. It could have been from Alaskarma. So. Trying to look, see if I can make out some faces here. I didn't know if anybody that went to Alaskarma, one of the karmic gatherings, recognizes this photograph. But I haven't seen this photograph, so. Oh, Ouija says yes, it was. So, you went to that one, right, Ouija? Yep. Last Karma. Because I know you're at the one in Miami because I saw you there. Yes, he says he was there. And here's just some throwing stars from Primitive Arms. Oh, the days of growing up in the 80s and being a child, walking into the China Bazaar at the mall and buying you a pocket full of throwing stars and them not saying a word because you were, 12 to 13 years old back in the late 80s. Well, almost, yeah. Maybe 10 to 11 back in those days. Here's some artwork. I don't recognize it, so I don't know who did it, but very cool. Quest, that one's under his lucid dreams, I guess. Very fitting. Now we're going on the cosmic order. I think Jess said this one's got Nathan in it, playing some OG Dungeons and Dragons back in the day. So oh, Adam says there's a thing on TV right now about Hungarian comfort food, pastries, etc. Very weird synchronicities after you flip past my coffee cake. Yes, again, there are no coincidences with Morton's list. It's all fate and meant to be stuff and tempting fate. So that's the way I feel. So. Da, da. Nope, somebody says that was mine. Let's see here. Cooking bacon naked. Cooking bacon naked. Oh. There's another one. There's a little game table and somebody's passed out. I don't recognize that belly. Don't think it's mine. I don't ever remember playing that game and wearing those shorts. So, don't know whose that is. But sorry, some of them are hard to. I mean, I can't really zoom in. If I zoom in, it's just going to get you the spine of the buck. And I don't feel like moving it around, all that. Once you once you get your copy, you'll be really to look at the pictures and everything yourself. So I'm just kind of just giving you a little bitty taste. This one right here, picture up here looks like some tabletop wargaming going on. Let's see, what quest was that for? Yeah, tactical pastimes. It's definitely some tabletop wargaming going on. Then you got Disorderly Crow. A big vortex of crow feathers. Oh, Dak saying how he got to take my seat in the D&D game. Yeah, I had to bail out of the D&D that went on at Origins because I'd been driving for 6 hours that day and my back was wrecked. And all I wanted to do was lay on a comfy bed with an ice pack and take some ibuprofen and go to sleep. So, but we ended up playing some games in the hotel room with Josh and Amy. Played Abduction, and it was a good time. We'll talk more about that when I get to the Origins recap. So, let's see, what time is it right now? Whoa! All right, I'm going slow, so I'm going to start picking up the pace because we're just barely through this thing. Here's a picture of billiards. If it ain't got pictures, I ain't stopping. So that's what we're going to do. All right. Here's one that says, "Rest in peace, Joe Bison." If you know who Joe is, this is a picture of him. Here's some ninjas hanging out. Looks like Jess, possibly Nathan, some other individuals in some either ninja wrestling mask type attire. A little skateboard action right there. Looks like a little Christmas tree action. Some ink blots. There we go. I'm just kind of flipping through kind of quick. If I get something that looks like I know who it is or what it is, I will stop and go a little slower. Butt. There's a butt. But that's art. That is art. That is marble. It takes some serious skills to carve a nice firm butt like that in marble. Let's see here. Oh, here's one of Jess sewing in with, don't talk shit about sewing. You'll get popped because he's got his gun on him while sewing. Because you always got to be strapped up when you sew. So looks like we got some anime stuff going on there. Like this one, this is Get Tested. Oh, I really haven't really talked about this, but the way the questing's worded is if you roll number 14 on neutral tude, then you get tested, and all it says is take a health test. Very simple, very open to interpretation. Like the old ones was always like the inner circle, blah, 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 does this, and it had the name of the quest again. This one really breaks it down, super simple, Here's one, tables are turned. That was from the old Morton's list. It says, make a table of 30 personalized quests. Simple, to the point, easy peasy, Here's a DJ setup. I think it looks like something one of Jess homies, maybe from Germany. They're set up because I think I've seen that whenever we've been doing a online quest before. Sorry, I'm flipping fast. Flipping fast. Okay, here we are. Here's a good one. If you recognize some of these, there's some chaos tattoos up here. That would be, of course, for Call of Beauty, which is transform physical appearances and wardrobe. So, yeah, that's one way to transform yourself with some tattoos. And if you notice, that one right there may look a little bit familiar like that one. So, my hand made it into Morton's list. I'm excited. So, my tattoo is right there. So, and there's, 5 other, so if you see your chaos tattoo in there, then say, hey, that's my chaos tattoo. And this was our first quest that we rolled at Origins. Live concert. Great time. Hung out with Dan the Bard. Found us a bard. Good time. So let me scoot this up just a wee bit. There we are. Feel like I'm cutting off some stuff here at the bottom. Bam. Da, da, da. That looks like homie Bill. There's some fat booties right there. I don't know whose artwork that is, but it is for probably for Get a Date, I guess. It's some. All right, flipping fast. When this goes up on YouTube, feel free to pause and dive on in if you want to. We ain't stopping. We got to go fast. So I got a couple other things to talk about, and then we'll go from there. And that looks like from one online quest when they were doing sculptures and stuff online. I can't remember the name, but kind of reminds me of that. So, Morton's List collage, some tarot card. That's some Conan stuff going on right there. Jess is a big fan of Conan. He taught me into picking up a book and reading some of the Conan series, which is pretty interesting. It's a fun read. I need to get back on it. I kind of laid it down and never picked it back up. Hard to read books in the summertime on my lunch break because it's so hot in the damn car. So I always like doing that more in the wintertime. So here's somebody's wood paneling in their house. This it says this page intentionally left blank. So if you wonder why there's a blank one in there, it's intentionally left blank. Well, here's just some getting hammered. Woo! Flipping through. Oh, we got a first time chat. It says, "Hello, sorry for bothering you." No. No, I don't want you offering me stuff. You go on someplace. Dun, dun, dun. Some more Morton's List pictures. Let's see here. I guess this is Prankster's Paradise. Somebody pulled a prank on somebody. Looks like a shaving cream incident. Possibly whipped cream. Shaving cream, something. Dun, dun, dun. Flipping through chaos. Here's an explosion. I think this is of Ninja. He was like, please send me the one for Bang Pow Boom. He does a lot of photography and some video stuff, and got some cool stuff. He's on Instagram. We're friends. Let's see if I can pull that up real quick. Boom Photography. Yeah, Boom Photography. Then here we're Technosphere. Here's your pass the ammo. Fellas at the gun range doing the thing. Flipping through. This is one of Josh's pictures. That's his daughter. He submitted it and they used it for arcade games. Playing some skee ball. Thank goodness this one's all blurred out and stuff, because, damn, I could have gotten in trouble right off the gate. But it's all good. It's all good. It's blurred out. There's Jess as a zombie. Zombified Jess. Alright, we're flipping. Getting through the Scorpion. I recognize this ninja. I had a picture very similar to this, but that's definitely not my photograph. But that was from the 2006 Gathering of the Mudalows quest. I think we got one. Oh, God, I got one of those friggin' leg cramps. Wow. That ain't fun. But, yeah, he was all doctored up with, I think, toilet paper and ketchup. So, looked like an actual injury, though, but he was all legit. Alright, flipping through. We're almost done. Almost there. We're on some Rainbow Dragon. Alright, here's some. If you recognize this picture down at the bottom, this is from the quest Acts of Ritual. That was actually from one of my, when I was being initiated as a Twilight Lord here in Knoxville over at Williamswood. We're out by this little Stonehenge. We had all these tiki torches, and it was raining, and then we're kind of in this overgrown section. It's very, very, very cool feel to it. Very, very ritualistic. So, fun times. This is all the attendees. I think that's Amy right there, and a bunch of the other attendees, all wearing our black. Fire and rain, nature, yeah. I think Jerry Terrifine's over there in there too. Boy, Jerry. All right, keep on flipping. Dun, dun, dun. There's another fire. Fun times with fire. That's not a quest, but oh, here's another good one. Ark of the Covenant. This is about recovering the Ark, so, and returning it to the Twilight Lords. So that's our homie right there. Hatchet Rob has a nice picture with the Ark of the Covenant. So what up to Hatchet Rob? Huzzah! I don't know who that is. That's some ninja with a bear head on. Looks like could be a picture from the Gathering of the Juggalos. Hatchet Rob's in the house. Hey, what's up? All right, we're flipping through. We're almost done. We're at Yangwin. Oh, right here's a picture. If you went to the Morton's List seminar 2 years ago, you probably recognize this. This is the Morton wreath that they left on Morton's grave up in. But right there's where the 3 Twilight Lords each left him a boulder, a Morton boulder. So, but yeah, the quest Honor the Dead. So, some original artwork from the original Morton's List. Sorry. Okay, we're flipping. Dun, dun, dun. That was from last year's gathering. It's Ian as Morton the robot. So, Ian made it into the new version of Morton's List. This is table 13, all the wild craziness. Here's a picture when they did the Bimini Road, looking for sunken cities. That was kind of right there it is, Bimini Road, 2016. Morton's List expedition to Bimini Islands, Bahamas. I'm actually going there. I will be there in September. So I don't know if I'm going to go scuba dive full on scuba diving, but I may go out to the same place and, take some pictures and do some stuff at the same location there. So coming up for me. Oh, here's a fresh Become a Ninja. Fresh picture. Ninja with the boulder. I don't know who that is, or I would give him a shout out if that's you and say, hey, yo, that's me. That's my photo. Table 13. Oh, let me flip back. Number 13 and Table 13 has been a reworked version of the Grand 13 Theory. Stuff's been made, some of it a little bit easier, some of it's still just as difficult, but a lot of it is, very cool. That's something else to add to my list. I'll have to eventually, I will want to eventually do this. Hopefully I'll get to roll this one officially. But we will wait and see if that ever happens. But maybe when I finish the first one, I will move on to this one. But I'm only partially way there with my first Grand 13 Theory. All right, flipping on through. All right. Sorry. This is then Quest 30. Complete all 360 quests of Morton's List. That's a brand new one. Where it used to be 30 was Find Morton, but now that's been revealed. If you know, you know. If you don't know, then, talk to somebody that does know. And I ain't going to say nothing about it online. Don't talk about it online. Do it in person, face to face. Tell the whole story. It's more interesting that way. But there we are. My little thing from Nathan. Here's your Crowpocalypse. Devastating shit on that page. And here's a kind of new, simplified Morton's List quest record. You can take this page, photocopy it, use it to keep your logs, until the new one comes out. Then you got a brand new Morton's List quest checklist. They give you 3 boxes to kind of check off the quest, so that way, or no, 2 boxes. No, some of them have 2, some have 3. What's that? Yeah, these may be the triumvirate. Yeah, these are the triumvirates and stuff. So, yeah, and then table 13 only has 1 because that's tougher to roll. But these are a little easier, on the non-prime. Then boom, that's it. That's it. Now, this copy does not have all the added flavor that's getting added into the main copies when they come out. Here's the back of it. Sorry about that horrifying glare. That's not a glare. That's actually made that way, so it looks like it's shiny. But there's your... I like this little symbol. Kind of the angelic with all the eyes, and the multiple wings and eyes and stuff. Yeah. So that's it. Your first flip through of... This is a pre-production copy of Morton's List, but pretty much that's the main thing of Morton's List. Your cameos will be in the back of the book, and so if you got the 1-page dedication, that'll be in the book. So, but bam, right here it is. Mine's got a few scratches. I've took it out a few times and carried it around. So, bam. All right, so okay, we're making it pretty good. It's only 2:07. So, bam, there it is. Flip back here. Bam, here I am. All right. And real quick, Origins recap of the first quest that was ever rolled in the brand new Morton's List officially at a Morton's List event was Fellow Humans live concert. And Lorenzo was our table master for that one. He was the very first table master. New Morton's List. So props to him. Great quest, great time. Dan the Bard will forever go down in history. And he sung us a song. This is the cool thing about that quest. Dan the Bard had this little table, and you could roll percentile dice, which is 2d10s. And he had a chart of, 1 to 100 of different songs that he could sing. And so the very first quest was live concert. We went and saw a bard at a gaming convention that had a D100 table, which you could randomly pick a song. And number 62 on that table was called Morton the Sorcerer. So, and he played us that song. We didn't roll it, but he did play it for us. And he played a lot of other tunes. One of my personal favorites was Bugbear. That was a great, fun song, and I got way into it and had a good time. I wasn't even drunk during that one, so that was our first quest. Like, I made everybody late because I didn't get there till, they had to wait for me for almost an hour. It was like 1 o'clock before I got there. I left a little late. Shit happens. But we all got there. We all had a great time. It was so much fun. Great seeing everyone and rolling those first quests. The second quest, which we did on Saturday, that was Neutralitude. That was spectator sport. We went and watched some people. Let me look at my photographs. I can't remember how to say this. The name of this game. Chronicle? No, I don't know. It's something where you flip some stuff, some little smooth pog-looking things. You try to knock other people's pieces off the board and keep your pieces on the board. Yeah, Dak knows what it is. I still can't say it, Dak. I'm looking at it right here on my phone. But let's see. We'll switch camera two again. Boom. There we are. There it is. Right there. Did that. Then we got to watch some kids beat the heck out of each other uh, with some foam swords and shit. That was fun. Then our last quest of the weekend was Chaos. We had new players, some very young players too. Uh, and we rolled Daring Dares, and we had a table for that. Let's see here. Boom. Let's see. Sorry to do it this way. This is the easiest way for me to do it. Daring Dares, and we come up with our own custom table of 30 different dares. And my dare that I got, let's see here, what was that? Drink 16 ounces of liquid of your choice continuously without lowering your drink. Of course, my dumb ass goes and gets another beer. And I'm sitting here trying to chug, and I've already been drinking like all day. This is like, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I've been drinking since about 9 that morning. Not too heavily, but, more than most mortals drink at a gaming convention. I was like looking around. I was like the only person walking around. They didn't care if you had a beer, so I was like, shit, yeah, I'm going to have a beer. I even walked by cops, just having a sip in the convention center. Nobody ever said anything. It was fun. And man, I tried to chug that beer. I tried a couple of times and not having it, and went to the restroom. Thank goodness nothing exploded. But I could definitely, when you're drinking, you get the mouth sweats. I had the mouth sweats, and I was like, whoa, this is not a good sign. But drank a little water, got right, and everything was fine after that. Then the Baller Steakhouse Symposium over at Jeff Ruby's, not Jack Ruby's, Jeff Ruby's, and went out to dinner. Had a huge group of people for that one. I think there was 14 of us. I think. I can't remember. I don't. And had some old school Morton's List, people from way back in the day. It was very cool to sit and hang out with them. And then we had the Ballers. We were on our side of the table. A little hot. They stuck us back in the corner and got a little warm. But, man, by far I had the cowboy steak and was absolutely amazing. Had some mac and cheese that was blow your mind. And the Brussels sprouts, oh, my God. I can't talk enough about the Brussels sprouts, how good they were. And I don't recommend the seasonal Jack Ruby beer that they have. It just tasted like any other beer, and they probably had to pay like $20-something for that. Then we had big dessert. Then we sat around for like an hour or so just discussing Morton's List. We had the symposium portion where we sat there and talked about the game, and everybody gave their input of where we think Morton's List is going next and the exciting things and that happened there, things getting mentioned, spoken about. Very exciting times, and very excited once the new game's out and it starts getting in the hands of people and see where it goes from there. Hopefully we can, get this. I mean, not hopefully, shit, it's going to happen because this game is so fresh and it's going to look so dope. These books are going to be so clean and awesome that it's going to, blow your mind. So, yeah, and Dak said there's some West Coasters. Yeah, some people from LA hanging out with us, some old school friends of Nate and Jess that I'd actually met them for a second, just a brief moment in Las Vegas because they were also in Las Vegas, and got to step in, say hello to them for a few minutes, and so there was some familiar faces for me, and there we are. All right, so that's that. Let's see here. Let's move on to the next. Do you want to play the new version of Morton's List before you can get your hands on it? Well, come to Knoxville, Tennessee, July 13th for a one-day event. I will put this up on if you go to Epic Quest Random Adventures on Facebook, that's where the event is. If you're on the Book of Face, you can go get all the details there. But it's going to be at Springbrook Park, Saturday, July 13th, which is, I think this will be officially 23 years Morton's List has been out. 24, 23, 24, somewhere through there. And because came out in 2001. Yeah. So 23 years of Morton's List celebration here in Knoxville. It's an unofficial event, or it could be semi-official since I am a Twilight Lord. We're going to play the new Morton's List. Will be your first time to roll Morton's List here in Knoxville. If you'd like to come out, join me. It's only a one-day event. We're going to roll 2 to 3 quests, depending on how time rolls. We're going to start at noon. The official first roll will be at 13 o'clock. So gather at noon at Springbrook Park. All get our group, take our oath, all that fun stuff, and we'll start rolling at 1 o'clock sharp. And you know how I am. I am a very on-time person. So if you look at when I started this live stream, it was exactly at 1 o'clock. So there we are. Dak. Look at Dak coming in clutch, man. Doing all my work for me, man. I'm going to have to like pay you or something. Springbrook Park, right there, Dalton Avenue, Alcoa, Tennessee, which is actually just right down the road from me, so I definitely won't be late. Or if I forget something, it will only take me 5 minutes to run back to the house and retrieve it, and maybe 10 minutes, but yeah, it's not far at all. I don't expect anybody to fly in, but the location is adjacent to the airport. I mean, it's even if you Ubered over and you flew in and flew out the same day, it would literally, probably be a $5 Uber ride to the location. And yeah, I doubt anybody's doing that, but but yeah. If you want to come down, cool. It's a one-day event. Like I said, we're gonna play a couple games of Morton's List. Then we're gonna do kind of like what they did at the at Origins. Let's go out to dinner, sit down, and just have us a little dinner and symposium. After we do a few quests. We may only roll 2 because it is July, and man, this month in Knoxville, it has been like 90 plus almost every stinking day. It's hot here in Knoxville, and it's just the start of summer. It ain't even officially got really going yet. Yeah. Oh yeah, McGee-Tyson Airport. That's Knoxville's biggest airport. Where and there's a few other small ones, but there's where little tiny planes fly in. But if you're on a commercial flight, it's going to fly in McGee-Tyson. So, the top of, let's see here. Adam wants to know if they got rid of the neighborhood patrol quest. I don't know. Yeah, that's one I'll have to probably look into. Maybe ask me over on the Epic Quest Facebook. Maybe put up a little post there. Send me a message, and I'll confirm there for you. I'm trying to keep this one short and hop off so that way I can get to uploading and all that. The shorter the live stream is, the easier it is to upload. If I get into an hour and a half, it takes like 3 to 4 hours to upload. I don't know why, but it does. Ouija's like, is my name Skip now? Where did I skip? Ouija, where you at? Let's see here. Did my good deed for the year at DAC. Let's see here. I'm trying to see what I missed. Yeah, I may call you Skip because I have not been looking over at the chat that much. Let's see here. Ouija, what'd you ask? So that way I don't. And said no biggie, fuck that quest. There we are. Let's see here. Ouija said, I want to see a number 13 inversions. Okay. Let's see here. Mutations. Let's see here. What is the 13 on the mutation table? We'll look at that one real quick. All right. All right. Number 13. Oh, inversion. Let's see. Okay, that's what you're asking. Let's see. Page 50. Let's see what 50 is. There we are. All right. Inversions. It's set up. Okay. It says do the opposite of the quest description. An athletic competition becomes an unathletic cooperation, where players work together to attain the highest level of laziness. Pursue romance could be inverted into writing computer code. The opposite of a quest is more than negating it; it is actively doing the opposite. So there you are. That inversion. So it don't kick you back. You don't lose your quest. You just do the exact opposite of what it says to do. So there you go. Oh shit! He had to ask 4 times. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. It's just me, and I've been looking over. I haven't been looking at the screen. Screen's on this side, and I've been looking this way like 90% of the thing. So, my bad, man. Sorry. Sorry. Let's see here. Dun, dun, dun. And I guess we will call it at that. If you want to, come Knoxville. I'll throw up this link one more time. Ba-ba-bam. If you feel like supporting Epic Quest, here's a link. Our little coffee page. Go there. Drop a couple of dollars in the bucket if you feel like it. If not, hey, okay. It's all good. Times are tough. Yeah, I love you too. I still love you too. Love you, Ouija. Love everybody here. Thank you so much for joining me on this little random live stream of an epic nature. Getting your first look at the brand new Morton's List, Limitless Inspiration for Exploration, ML Life for short. I look forward to rolling the boulder with you all in the future, which we'll be doing that a bunch, in the near future. Everybody should have your game copy in hand. Those, I think, at the gathering of the Juggalos, will be getting their copies first, and then as soon as Nate and Jess are back from the gathering, everything will start getting mailed out. So they will have the official copies there at the gathering. So if you want to get yours first, that's the best place to do it. See you in August if you're going to be there. If not, I will see you at the next event. Next official Morton's List event has not been announced yet. We haven't even really spoke about it. So we'll see what happens in the future. Fun times. And thank you for joining me. And we'll see you on the next one. Peace out. Oh, and I did record. It's recording right now. So I'm going to end it and then get to doing the thing.